Every year, experienced workers are seriously injured or lose their lives inside confined spaces. The danger is often invisible: oxygen deficiency, toxic gases, engulfment, hazardous energy, and restricted escape routes. Every confined space entry begins long before anyone steps inside. Every successful confined space entry begins with careful planning. The team identifies hazards, reviews engineering drawings, confirms equipment isolation requirements, and develops a safe system of work. The workplace inspection confirms hazards that cannot always be seen on paper: atmospheric hazards, hazardous energy, poor access, restricted movement, heat stress, falling objects, and emergency rescue requirements must all be evaluated. The Confined Space Permit is the final authorization to begin work. It confirms that hazards have been identified, isolations completed, atmospheric testing performed, rescue arrangements established, and every worker understands their responsibilities. Before entry begins, every hazardous energy source must be isolated. Electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic, mechanical, chemical, and stored energy are positively locked and verified. Lockout protects every person entering the confined space. The atmosphere inside every confined space must be tested before entry. Oxygen concentration, flammable gases, and toxic contaminants are measured at multiple levels because dangerous gases often separate according to their density. Personal protective equipment is the final barrier between the worker and the hazard. Every item must be inspected before use. Damaged equipment is immediately removed from service. The toolbox meeting ensures every member of the team fully understands the hazards, controls, communication methods, emergency procedures, and individual responsibilities. Questions are encouraged, assumptions are not. Only after every control has been verified may entry begin. The entrant remains connected to the retrieval system while continuous communication is maintained between the worker inside and the standby attendant outside. Safe work inside a confined space depends upon discipline. Good housekeeping, proper lighting, controlled tools, and constant awareness prevent unnecessary hazards from developing. The standby attendant is the worker's lifeline. Their responsibility is to monitor communications, maintain accountability, observe atmospheric conditions, and initiate emergency procedures if conditions change. They never enter the confined space. Conditions inside confined spaces can change without warning. Continuous monitoring provides early warning before danger develops. When alarms activate, work stops immediately and everyone exits the confined space. Procedures save lives. An alarm does not signal failure, it signals that the safety system is working. Work remains suspended while the team identifies the cause, restores safe conditions, and verifies that every control remains effective before considering re-entry. When conditions are confirmed safe, work resumes under the original control measures. Continuous monitoring, effective communication, and disciplined supervision remain in place until every task has been completed. Completing the work is only part of the process. Every worker must be accounted for, equipment removed safely, isolations restored under controlled conditions, and the permit formally closed before the confined space returns to service. Confined space entry is one of the highest risk activities in industry, but risk can be managed through planning, discipline, and teamwork. Every permit, every test, every checklist, and every conversation has one purpose: to ensure that everyone goes home safely. Safety is never an obstacle to production. It is the foundation of successful work.